Today we're going to review how to multiply polynomials. So we added and subtracted the day before, 2 days ago. Yeah. And today we're going to multiply them. Foiling. Refresher, that means first, outer, inner, last. So I'm going to multiply my first pieces together. 3 times 2 gives me 6. And v times v, remember you're adding your exponents. 1 plus 1 is 2. Then we have to do outer. This piece times this piece. 3 times negative 5 gives me negative 15. And then I have a v. Inner is these two pieces. 1 times 2 is 2. And I have a v. And last, I have to do my last pieces. And so that's this guy and this guy. 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. Now I'm looking to see, is there anything that I can combine? This guy, my v's together. So my final answer is 6v squared. Negative 15 plus 2 is negative 13v. And then I have my minus 5. That was a quick refresher on how to FOIL. Let's see if we can take it a step further. So, still foiling, but what if there's a term out front? What do you do first? Do you FOIL or do you distribute? You can do either one. I prefer to FOIL first and then distribute that last thing. So FOIL, I got to do my first pieces together. I'm going to go ahead and write this x squared out here so I don't forget about it. But I'm taking x times x. Hey, and that also gives me x squared, because remember you're adding your exponents. So first, then I do outer, which gives me 3x. Then I do inner, which gives me negative 3x. And then I do my last, negative 3 times 3, which gives me a negative 9. Now I'm going to combine my like terms. I have still my x squared out front, but I'm going to combine these two pieces because I can. I have x squared, 3 minus 3, those just disappear, those cancel each other out, and I'm left with just a negative 9. And then I'm going to distribute that x squared. X squared times x squared. Again, remember, same base, so you're adding your exponents together. X squared times x squared would give me x to the 4th. And then x squared times negative 9 is 9, or negative 9x squared. So your final answer, when there's this crazy term out front, is x to the 4th minus 9x squared. Let's take it another step further. Variables for exponents, what? Okay, so again, we're just FOILing first. I have x to the, and remember, I've been saying every time, remember, you're just adding your exponents. So I'm just adding my exponents. N plus n. And I like to write it. I'm a visual person. If you can already do this in your head, do it in your head. More power to you. I can't. So first times first, and then we got to do our outer piece. X to the n times negative 1, which is negative x to the n. Inner, that's positive x to the n. And then last, 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. I'm going to combine everything together, my like terms, because these guys are like terms, and I'm going to add my exponents together. So this first piece becomes x to the 2n. N plus n gives me 2n, not n squared, 2 n's. These cancel each other out because they're opposite, and then I'm left with negative 1. So the final answer for this mess of a problem is x to the 2n minus 1, because I added my n's together. One step further. More than 2 terms, what? So I wish I could say like, oh, it's foiling, but we add these 2 letters to it to make it foil-ish. No, that's not it. It's just kind of like a giant distributive property, to be honest with you. So what you're going to do is take this first piece and distribute it to everything in here. And then you're going to take this second piece and distribute it to everything in here. So, here we go. I'm taking this first piece and I'm distributing it to this first piece. So I guess it is still first times first. A times a to the third, remember you're adding your exponents, a to the fourth. Then I'm taking my first piece times my middle piece, fm. A times negative 2a squared b gives me negative 2. It becomes a to the third, and I still have that b. And then I got to do my first term times my very, very last term. And a times negative b cubed, remember always write your a first, but it's going to be negative a b cubed. So I distributed my first piece. Now I want to distribute my second piece. I've got to take him times my other first piece, which gives me positive 2a cubed b. Then I'm taking my second piece times my middle. 2 times negative 2 gives me negative 4. I still have a squared, but I'm combining two b's, and you're adding those exponents. So b squared. And then I have 2b times negative b to the third, which gives me negative 2, and I'm going to have b to the fourth now, because I took 1 plus that 3. Now I want to combine my like terms. Let's see if I have any. Say I have this a to the fourth, nothing else, no other a has an exponent of 4, so he comes first. Now I'm looking, this is a to the third, and this is a to the third. But when I add those together, negative 2 plus 2, those just cancel each other out. So he's gone. I'm looking to see now, do I have any a squareds? And I do. Checking them out right there. So I'm going to bring him down. There's nothing I can combine him with because nothing else is a squared. It's a squared. This is a by itself, so I'm going to write him. And this guy doesn't have any a's, so he has to go at the end. Because remember, we put them in order alphabetically and numerically. Dun 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 dun. So this crazy mess became that less crazy mess. Come get your try on your own and see how you do.